Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at AI in Gigasheet. If you don't know already, Gigasheet is a big data spreadsheet built for analysis, and you can sign up free on our website. Here we've uploaded a data file of online transactions. There are about 4.8 million rows in this data set. You can see here we have different columns about invoices or sales that were made. The first AI feature we'll look at is this summary description. Here we see it has generated a summary of this information, which is handy if you're unfamiliar with the file. You can also find some stats here about each column. Now let's get into some analysis with the Gigasheet Assistant. Here are a couple of tips that will help the Sheet Assistant produce the best results. First, it helps to have good column names. In this case, you can see each of these column names starts with a slash. This is because the file we uploaded was in JSON. Here we see it automatically flatten the JSON file into this table. The slashes aren't going to be a problem, and the column names look fairly clean. Punctuation, spacing, and capitalization aren't important. We just want something that provides some indication of the information in that column. We'll also want to check the data types of each column. In this case, we can see it picked up a date for invoice date, and quantity is a number, and text for description. All of these columns look good. One that stands out as being incorrect is unit price. Unit price was imported as a text string, so I'll go ahead and convert that to a number. So with that, the data is ready to go, and we can start using the Sheet Assistant to help us explore this data. You'll see it suggests a couple of tips to help you get started, like show me the count of rows grouped by country column. Let's try it. Nice. Here I can see it pivoted the data to show me that most of these orders are going to the United Kingdom. And then we've got a long list of other countries that it's going to. So let's try a few other things with this AI assistant. For example, maybe I'll ask which customers purchased the most units. So what it's done here is grouped by customer ID. If I click on this, I can see here it did in fact add a grouping by customer ID, and then it aggregated the following columns quantity and it summed it up. That looks right. And it's displayed a handful of other columns. Let's explore a few other aspects. If we return to this section, we notice that we have data on quantity and price, but there's no total displayed. Datasheet formulas work somewhat like a typical spreadsheet, yet it operates on entire columns. Let's ask the Sheet Assistant to create a new column for total price, which is the result of multiplying quantity by unit price. Despite my misspelling of quantity, I'm sure it will work. Upon applying the formula, it generates the new total price column by performing the multiplication for all 4.8 million records. Here I can see we have some long decimal numbers. Let's round the total price column to 2 decimal places. Excellent! We now have a column displaying rounded values to 2 decimal places, which looks much neater compared to the previous version. I'll discard the original total price column and continue working with this refined version. Now let's delve into calculating the sum of prices by country. We can go even further by asking the AI for the sum of prices by country and then by customer ID. This will help us identify the most valuable customers within each country. The software managed to group the data as intended, first by country and then by customer ID. I'll add row count and sorting. Now let's look at specific customer data. Take, for example, this particular customer's transactions within the United Kingdom. Let's challenge it a bit with some more complex inquiries. Let's ask for average units per order in July 2017, sorted by country. Once again, the AI comprehends our request. It aggregates the data and delivers the desired results, showing the average units per order for July 2017. Lastly, I'd like to highlight 3 important features that really differentiate this from alternative approaches. First is scale. In this example, we were working with a few million rows of data, but Gigasheet easily scales to sheets with up to 1 billion rows. Other approaches to AI data analysis are typically quite limited in terms of scale. The second differentiator is privacy. At no time is your data set shared with any other third party. Your data stays secure within our SOC 2 accredited environment. Lastly, the Sheet Assistant is always transparent. It will always display the steps it's taken to help with your analysis. It may occasionally make mistakes, but will never delete your data. This is just the first iteration of the Gigasheet Assistant, and it's already helping thousands of people analyze their data. Enhancements are being added nearly every day. Try it for yourself at gigasheet.com. Thanks for watching.